Welcome to Second Edition. I'm Allison Kendall, joined by Cassidy Chandro. Today we are taking a look at how a local Christmas market is planning to stay open amid COVID-19.
And with many teens and adults in school right now, we have a few school survival tips to help you get through the rest of this semester. MacEwan University Theater Arts and Theater Production program, as well as their second semester play, has been put on hold due to a recent COVID-19 outbreak. 12 out of 40 students from the Theater Arts program at MacEwan tested positive for COVID-19 and have been required to quarantine. This has also affected the theater production program heavily as they work closely with the arts program.
Without the actors in, we have one less step of communication, which means that we don't have answers to certain questions. We don't know how things are going to work out.
Roxy and the theater production program have high hopes that with new regulations, they will get back on schedule.
Many hands-on programs at NAIT, such as the professional fitness training program, have had to move completely online and out of the gym due to the new COVID-19 restrictions.
Yeah, that's perfect. And
students in the personal fitness training program are now having to train their clients completely online. The students are learning to adapt to their clients over Zoom or other forms of Zoom video meetings in order to continue their development in the program.
Traditionally, we would be face-to-face with our practicum clients at the NAIT gym or the arena to do our training sessions, but unfortunately we have to do them online.
The students in the personal fitness training program are making the best of their situation and are continuing their learning as best they can.
The City of Edmonton announced that it is canceling this year's New Year's Eve event and fireworks due to COVID-19. Celebration was scheduled to take place at its original spot this year, City Hall and Sir Winston Churchill Square, after being moved for the past 3 years due to LRT construction.
We have traditionally gone to watch the fireworks on New Year's, but considering everything that's happened this year, not having the fireworks will be an extreme disappointment.
Vancouver, Ottawa, Toronto, and many other Canadian cities have also decided to cancel their New Year's Eve events. The cancellation of these festivities will save the City of Edmonton $247,000.
Santa is back this year at West Edmonton Mall with extra precautions to ensure a safe visit for you and your family.
For the time being, I'll be wearing a mask and I'll be washing my hands very often using sanitizer. It's quite effective.
This year, Santa is staying on the deck of his chalet while guests sit in his sleigh to keep interactions safe.
I've been hanging out in my chalet, just sitting on the porch, kicking it, maxing and relaxing, my friend.
You can find Santa's Chalet on Level 1 in Phase 1 of West Edmonton Mall near Hudson's Bay and Winners. COVID restrictions are not stopping NAITSA from putting on activities for the student body.
Our own Thomas Doucette took a deep dive into one of the upcoming events.
With the majority of NAITSA events being hosted online this year, I spoke with Alexis Sieben about an upcoming event December 1st, an online escape room. Thank you so much for taking the time. Let's start off with explaining exactly what is an escape room.
They're typically themed rooms where you have to find clues as a group, and your clues will lead you to the next set of clues until you are able to go into a second room where you have to escape from, or until you find the final code to get back into the main hallway of the room successfully in a timed amount of time. It's usually in 60 minutes, or if you don't get out in the 60 minutes, you fail.
So how does an online escape room differ?
So our online escape room, we actually work with Mobile Escapes, who have created the functionality to have a virtual escape room. So the way we've done it is we've broken out the students into breakout rooms on Zoom. So no more than 5 students, 3 to 4 is actually ideal to have in the breakout room. And then they have to choose a captain who will get a master URL to access the escape room. And then the escape room is very similar. You'll get your first clue that you work together as a group to kind of discover where it's trying to lead you, and then you'll get a code that you'll type in. A code will be a word or a number you type in that takes you to your next clue. You can take hints online, like you can take hints in a typical breakout room, but you do lose time if you do take any hints. So it typically adds a minute on. And then the winner is the person with the best time that they were able to break out of the escape room.
So what's the theme of the upcoming event? I know escape rooms generally have themes, so what do students have to look forward to?
So the theme for that room is Escape the Bomb. So in the past, we had Escape the Train, which was last week. And then we were supposed to do Escape Artist, but our attendance was really low. So we will be moving Escape Artist to next semester, just because we're understanding the kind of the movements of students' ability to participate with the online semester. And just with their workload increasing. So Escape the Bomb will be a set of 5+ clues where students have to find the clues that are thematic to kind of breaking out with a bomb in the room.
So what other events is NAITSA putting on in the coming weeks?
We actually have How to Make Sushi the day after the escape room. On the 2nd, Dirty Bingo. We have virtual pet therapy, yoga, meditation, and then our last event for the year will be Disney Trivia.
With events like these occurring weekly, you have lots to look forward to as a NAIT student. I've been Thomas Doucette, 2nd Edition News.
We've been hearing about it a lot. People complaining they're getting acne from wearing a mask.
It's being called maskne. In our interview, Sarah Gouda spoke to a local dermatologist about the problem and ways to treat it.
Maskne, fact or fiction? Today we interview Dr. Perry Greywall, a dermatologist working at Stratica Medical, to find out the truth. Okay, Dr. Perry, is there such a thing as maskne? Is this fact or fiction?
No, this is a fact. We're definitely seeing a lot of patients now getting acne due to mask wearing. And basically 2 types of patients. One would be existing patients that have acne where it's getting worse because they're wearing masks all day. And the second type of patient would be a patient who never had acne, but now because of this mask wearing, they're starting to develop it around their lower face and jawline.
Have you been getting more people coming to you nowadays with this issue with maskne?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, ever since the pandemic has started and we're getting more people wearing masks, especially very constantly now. So whether you're, a frontline healthcare worker, whether you're in a grocery store, whether it's a student going to school. So for all these people who wear masks all day, we're definitely seeing more of it now.
And how do you treat people with maskne?
So it can be a bit challenging. I mean, for obvious reasons, people still have to wear their masks, and we highly encourage that at all times. But there are other sort of measures that they can take. So, I mean, washing their skin appropriately with acne washes that have either salicylic acid or benzoyl peroxide. And as well, we have lots of topical prescriptions we give for acne with different ingredients from antibiotics to benzoyl peroxide to retinoids. And then if the acne is quite severe, that's where we move on to oral therapy. So we'll give people anything and everything from oral antibiotics to hormonal therapy to Accutane as well.
Would you say it's affordable to treat this condition or this maskne?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I mean, there are lots of options available over the counter. They might not be as strong and as effective as prescription options, but thankfully, a lot of drug plans in the province do cover both topical therapies and oral therapies for acne treatment.
All right. Thank you so much for being with me today. Thank you so much for the time.
No problem. Yeah. Sorry about all the technical issues, but yeah, thanks very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Perry. Have a lovely day.
Yeah, thanks. You too.
The Wild Heart Collective has remained confident that their Christmas market will remain open this year, offering virtual and in-person options for attendees.
Gabe Muncaster spoke with Wild Hearts Collective's Ryan Allen to give us an idea of what's to come.
Turning sort of towards the Christmas market, that's coming up. It hasn't started quite yet, correct?
No, it actually starts next weekend's our first weekend. It goes November 27th to December 20th. So for 4 weeks, every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Fridays run from 3 to 8 p.m., as well as Saturdays, Sundays are 11 to 5.
I will definitely be there multiple days. I love open markets like that. So You guys have a number of vendors with the market. Do you have like an approximate number of how many vendors you have?
Absolutely. So in our collective right now, just for the Edmonton Christmas Market, we have over 100 vendors. And it's a really nice mix of pottery, jewelry, home goods, vintage goods, sweet, savory packaged foods, pet stuff, clothing, pretty much any category you can think of, we have a vendor there. We really wanted to give something to folks to watch at home and to be able to experience the Christmas market at home if they can experience it in person. We've laid out 4 pillars for the Christmas market. It's sit, shop, eat, play. Shopping is obviously dedicated to experiencing the Christmas market, or at least finding our vendors online and being able to shop their products online and get it delivered. But right now, we're doing these holiday boxes. So we're working with vendors from the 124 Grand Market, new and emerging vendors as well, in these 3 different box options. You've got the Christmas charcuterie box, the holiday goodie stash, and Christmas around the world. We're working with Colleen's Chocolates. She's going to be one of our vendors at the Edmonton Christmas Market. She does this really great thing, chocolate tastings. And we thought, why don't we bring this to folks' home? They can pre-purchase this lovely gift set of chocolate and then tune into Colleen, and she tells them all about the goodness. And then our play pillar is we're working with a lot of really great local musicians. We thought of doing a celebrity story time. So we're working with Lance Cardinal, we're working with our MLA, David Shepard, and then we're going to bring Santa in for some reading.
Just as like a final note, where can NAIT students and the Edmonton public sort of find out as much as they can about the market?
Yeah, so on November 27th, this Friday coming up is going to be our launch day. We run the market until December 20th, so that's 4 weeks of fun every Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And you can pre-book your ticket on YegXmasMarket.com. If you have any questions, we're more than happy for folks to reach out and be able to provide as much information as we can.
Thank you so much for taking the time to meet with me and to tell me about your incredible programming over the next couple of weeks.
Thank you, Gabe, for that walkthrough of the Edmonton Christmas Market.
After the break, we will learn how to survive school with Mike Yurchak.
I'm so bored.
I think it makes sense.
Welcome to NR92.com and listen to our radio dramas.
Sweet.
Stay home and stay entertained with NR92.com.
You don't have to be on campus to connect. NR92.com. Stay connected, stay safe.
NR92.com. More than music.
Stay home, stay tuned. NR92.com. Campus Radio. Check out our Instagram. Come hang out virtually with our hosts.
Whoa! What are you getting for lunch? I don't know. I was thinking, whoa, guys, quiet. NR92's on TuneIn. Huh? What's NR92? NR92 is Nate's Campus Radio. Now shut up. For the feed! Listen to NR92. It's the cool thing to do.
Welcome back to Second Edition.
Coming up, Mike Yurchak is going to give us tips on how to survive the rest of this semester.
I'm sure many students my age remember the Nickelodeon show, Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide. An absolute classic, if I can say so myself. I'll be honest, the tips that Ned gave in that show truly did help me through some of my school struggles. Now let me tell you something. Some of those tips can still be used in your everyday college life. My name is Michael Yurchak, and today we'll be going over the 3 best tips from Ned's School Survival Guide that can help you get through this unorthodox college semester. Number 1. Only text when you're not in class. Nowadays with the online format, it is much easier to get away with being on your phone during class. Though I cannot stress this enough. Do not text while you are in class. You'll enter a wormhole of memes, Snapchats, TikToks, cat videos, etc. It starts with a text, but ends up with you watching videos on people building swimming pools while your teacher goes over that newly posted assignment.
You've got a week to get it together. You can work into on Thursday, December 3rd, and you can submit it to...
Number 2, avoid mood swings by eating breakfast. I know for me personally, one of my bad habits this semester was waking up 2 minutes before class and hopping straight into it. Though the urge to get as much sleep as you can before class is tempting, it's best to get a good breakfast so you don't lose your marbles when the teacher hands out the new assignment.
Well, I know you've been waiting for it, but we do have a new assignment today. This is going to be so much fun. You guys are going to love it.
Number 3, do whatever you can to stay awake. Having courses switched to online means getting to do school in the comfort of your own home. That means it's significantly easier to fall asleep during those 8 a.m. lectures. The key to success is to stay awake no matter what. Effective methods include slamming a Red Bull, buying a desk to sit at, or taking a cold shower in the morning. Well, that's all I got for you today. Hope you enjoyed. This has been Michael Yurchek of 2nd Edition, and I'll catch you on the flip.
Thank you, Mike, for those great tips, and what a great third show.
I couldn't agree more. From everyone here at 2nd Edition, see you next week.